Hi everyone, so this week we're learning all about dinosaurs. Can everyone say dinosaur? So dinosaurs are really cool to learn about and it's one of my favorite topics to teach. So I'm very excited that we get to talk all about this together, even if it's through a computer. So before we get started, I have a question for you. Are dinosaurs still around? So if you're going for a walk in the park or you're going for a drive with your families, do you see dinosaurs roaming around? Do you see them walking down the street with people and their dogs, or are they in the trees with squirrels? Do you see dinosaurs? I don't see dinosaurs. So maybe if you do, let me know, but I don't see them. Okay, so put your finger on your nose if you've ever gone to the zoo. Maybe you've been to the Bronx Zoo or the Central Park Zoo, or maybe on Animal Planet. You might watch Animal Planet on TV and see other people working at a zoo. Have you ever seen a dinosaur at a zoo? No, I haven't seen one. I don't think have you seen one? I don't think so. So are dinosaurs still around on our planet today? No, they are extinct. Can everyone say extinct? So when an animal is extinct, does anybody know what that means? So you might hear on Animal Planet, if you watch Animal Planet with your families, that some animals are endangered. So that means they're at risk of being extinct. So if an animal is endangered, that means there aren't that many left. There's not that many of their species left on Earth. So if they're at risk of becoming extinct, what do you think that might mean? Take a minute, talk about it with your families. Think about it. If an animal is extinct, we just said that we don't see dinosaurs anymore. So what do you think happened to them? They're all gone. If an animal goes extinct, it means they're no longer on Earth. That means the last dinosaur is gone. So there's no more living dinosaurs on our planet. So how do we know that these dinosaurs existed if they're not here anymore? How do we know that they were once alive, that they once walked on our Earth? How do you know? Because we found their what? What do you see here? We found their bones. When did we learn about bones? I remember we met somebody. We had a visitor in our classroom. His name was Bart. What was Bart? Was Bart a person? Was Bart an animal? Who was Bart? He was a skeleton, and he taught us all about the bones in our bodies. So these dinosaur skeletons are like Bart, but Bart was a human skeleton, and these are dinosaur skeletons. So they show us all of the bones in a dinosaur body. Now, do all of these pictures look the same? No, they look different. So they're different kinds of dinosaurs. There were a bunch of different kinds of dinosaurs, and we're going to learn about them later in the week. But today we're going to learn all about how we know that dinosaurs existed. So who found their bones? Did you find their bones? Did I find their bones? What about Miss Shunder? Did she find them? Who do you think found their bones? Archaeologists do. Can everyone say archaeologist? Archaeologists have a very special job, and their job is to dig up bones and fossils. Does anybody know what a fossil is? First, let's echo. Can you say fossil? So if you look at the picture behind where you see my screen, that is a fossil. What do you notice in the fossil? It looks like a footprint. So that means the dinosaurs walked and left a footprint behind, and maybe it was in dirt or something soft, and then it hardened into a rock. And now that footprint is there, and it's stuck in that rock forever. So that is a fossil. So it's a fossilized dinosaur footprint. And then in these pictures, what do you notice? What do you see? I know in the top row, I see some men laying in dirt. And then the next one, I see what looks like maybe pieces of the skeleton. So an archaeologist's job is to dig up bones, and they use special tools. So if you look in the bottom picture, it looks like he's using a paintbrush, right? But it's not a paintbrush. So he's using that brush to gently take the dirt off of the bone. So that way they can gently take it out of the earth and keep it safe, because we don't want the bones to break. We want them to stay nice and intact so that we can build the dinosaur skeletons like you see here. So where might you see this dinosaur skeleton? Take a guess. Where might you see that? Maybe in a museum. Can everyone say museum? So now we had a museum in our classroom. When did we have museums? Do you remember? It was in the beginning of the year, a long time ago, back in September and October. What did we look at in our museums? Our color items. We brought in our color items each color week and we had our color museums. And when we were in our color museum, did we touch with our hands? No, what did we do? We looked with our eyes and we didn't touch. So in a museum, you can look at dinosaur skeletons. So that's an archaeologist's job, is they go out and they dig up the dirt to see if they can find dinosaur bones. So I'm going to teach you about 2 types of dinosaurs today. Who's this? Do we know who this is? It's a T-Rex. Can everyone say T-Rex? So this is a T-Rex, and he was a scary dinosaur. He was very loud, and he has little teeny arms. Can everyone make T-Rex arms? Just like this? So that's how you know it's a T-Rex. He has little teeny arms. And this is a Brachiosaurus. Can everyone say Brachiosaurus? And he is famous because he has a really long, what? A really long neck. And what animal do we know has a super long neck now that you might see at the zoo or on Animal Planet? A giraffe. So he's kind of like a dinosaur giraffe. So we're going to learn a little bit more why he had a long neck tomorrow. But these are 2 very famous dinosaurs that you might already know. So we have the Brachiosaurus and the T-Rex. A T-Rex's whole name is Tyrannosaurus Rex. Can everyone say Tyrannosaurus Rex? Nice job. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about dinosaurs, and I hope you enjoyed today's centers.